Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Lily, and for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for dropping by again. For today's, or this week's actually, weekly handbag rotation, we are going to talk about the MZ Wallace. It's going to be the small sling bag, and I'm going to talk about what I currently have in it. It is my bag for the upcoming week. I've already changed bags and have placed the items into here, so we're going to go through what fits in here and a really high-level overview of the bag itself. So if that sounds like something of interest to you, continue watching and let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, folks, so this is the bag we're going to be sharing today, and as you can see, it is the quilted sling bag. It is the small Crosby Sling. So they do have a regular size one, which is a lot larger than this one. I don't have that one, unfortunately, but I do have the small one, and I think this is the perfect size for me. I'm, for reference, 5'4", and you know, it just fits very well across my body. I wear this mostly as a crossbody, but you can definitely wear this as a belt bag, or you could wear this as a shoulder bag, which I sometimes do as well. But this one, I did go online to see. I couldn't find this exact color available right now. I don't know if they're going to come back with it, but this one is the walnut color. It's like a beautiful dark chocolate brown, and I really like this one because, of course, it has the gold hardware, so it does give it, in my opinion, a more elevated look. They do have a lot of different colors and different metal types. They have silver hardware if you're more into that sort of tone, but you definitely have a lot of options. So I don't remember how much I got this for, but I think it might have been the similar price. It's currently $265 US, I believe, and I think that if you sign up for their email or something like that, you might get a 10% discount. I think I might have talked about this a long time ago. But yeah, go and take a look at that to see if you can still get the 10% discount if you're a first time buyer from MZ Wallace. So as you can see straight away, you know, this is a nylon bag, so it's very, very lightweight. The heaviest part of it, obviously, is going to be the metals. We have metals here and this leather piece. This is actually genuine leather, and it's intertwined with the gold metal. This is fairly heavy, but if you don't want this piece, you could definitely detach it, and then you could just use this piece. This is very, very comfortable. It's really thick, so it lays very well on your body. So let me just demonstrate really quickly. This is what it looks like. And I tend to like to keep this one on here because I think it's a really pretty decorative piece. And if I did want to use it as a shoulder bag, I would actually use this one together with this strap as a shoulder bag. But otherwise, I think it's a really nice decorative piece that gives a little bit of jazz to this bag. This is definitely a lot more elevated of a belt bag per se compared to like other brands. If you have been on this channel, you know that I love Lululemon belt bags. This is a lot more elevated. And the price, of course, is a lot more expensive, but I do think that it is worth it. I have had this for at least a year now. I don't wear it very often. That's why I'm trying to do this weekly rotation handbag video, so I can actually be forced, in a manner of speaking, to go through different types of bags and use it. But when I do use this bag, I do quite enjoy it a lot because it's springtime now, almost summertime. This is a really comfortable bag to use. It's not too heavy. It is a darker color, but I think that it still works well with outfits in the spring season, just because it is a neutral color, so it pairs fairly well. But if you do want something that's lighter, like I said earlier, they do have different types of colors available. Okay, so getting straight into it, there's no back pocket, so I don't have anything in the back here. And then there are two front pockets, as you can see immediately. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what's in this front pocket here. The zips are so smooth. I absolutely love it. I actually do have a dedicated video for this. So if you're interested in a more in-depth review, definitely take a look at that. But otherwise, the front pocket is relatively small, so I don't have too much in here, but it is very flexible, so it expands very easily. I don't feel like my fingers are getting scratched when I go in and out of this front pocket. First and foremost, I have my comb. So just a really quick note, I had a larger bag last week. I did have to downsize some of these things, so unfortunately I wasn't able to fit a lot of those things in here, so you're just going to see a little bit less. This is my flat comb, which fits very well in a small handbag like this. A pen, always bring a pen with you. I think it's very important just to have some in case of emergencies. And then I have two wet wipes in here. And then I have my chapstick, which I always need. I think this is a really great one. It's minty. So if you like that sort of minty feeling on your lips, this is a great option. And then I have my sniffers, which like I've mentioned all the time, these are amazing. You just open it like this and you just take a deep breath and it's just super minty. It feels kind of like helps clear your nasal passages. So that's lovely. And then that's pretty much it. So this is what the inside looks like. Pretty straightforward, very standard. But I did fit quite a bit in there, as you can see, right? So on the top, this is the main compartment. There are two zippers. It is a nice leather tab. So it's definitely very high quality. Zip is so beautiful and smooth. You open it, it's very flexible because again, it is nylon. The interior is nylon. The exterior is this quilted material, a little different, but the same nylon. It is fairly thick. There is substance to it. So this is a pretty hardy bag. So immediately you can see that this is what we have in here. It's pretty much, I mean, if you wanted to put an extra chapstick or a small little perfume or hand sanitizer, you could definitely fit that still in here, given what I have already, but I don't really need that sort of items right now. So this is just what I'm keeping. I did notice right now though that there's a little loose thread that's coming apart. So hope that doesn't affect the quality of the bag. It's just coming apart here. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I think it's from the stitching. You see that? But I don't think anything's coming undone. So yeah, that was interesting. So just wanted to note that real quick. Because again, like I said, I haven't really used this bag too much. When I do use it, I use it for at least a week or two. And then I switch out of it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get right into here. So I'm just gonna put this down so I can grab my items. The first thing I have in here is a pair of keys, just car keys, house keys, all that good stuff with the Apple AirTag. Again, I always recommend Orbit key fob, or not key fob, Orbit key holder. I think this is great. It's very slim. If you like something that's compact and doesn't scratch the inside of your bag if you have leather inside, which we don't obviously here, but if you do, this is a really good option. Next, I have in here the iPhone 15 Pro Max, just very standard, you know, nothing special about it, but it fits in here. This is the largest iPhone, so that definitely fits in this bag. Next, I have in here, I changed out my lotions, still Dionysus, but this one is the Vanilla Fig. I'm using the other one, I put it in the car, so that's why I added a new one. Yeah, I love these. Such a good price. You can get these at Costco. Amazing. And it smells great, and it's very, very moisturizing. Okay, so next I have in here, so I did change out my wallets for this week, so we have a little bit of variety. I am using the Louis Vuitton clay here, and this one is, I believe this is the men's. This print is more like the Damier Ebene, I think. I never remember the names of these, but this is, I think this is more the men's collection. I'm not sure, but basically, it is silver hardware, so it's different from the rest of this bag. I do like gold, but this one is silver. Very smooth zip. And what I keep in here primarily is cash and coins. I like to separate out my cash and coins when I can, so I thought this would be a good way to do it. This does have a clasp here where you can put keys and everything, but I'm currently not using it as a wallet. When I do use this as a wallet, I do like to put my keys in here, and I just kind of forgot how to open this, but yeah, that's how you open the clasp. So because I'm not using it, why is it so hard to close? Okay, because I'm not using it, I just put it back in here. And this still smells relatively new. I mean, you know, these last for such a long time. I have the monogram version in gold hardware in this one. I think these are really good staples if you want to use this, if it's credit cards, if it's cash, coins, keys. Really, really great. I love this. I think the prices have gone up though, unfortunately, but I think that if you get one, these can last a very, very long time. I've had this for so many years now. Okay, next is my wallet. So remember how I was talking about how I love the Lululemon clippable card pouch just to use as my wallet? I still love it. But the other day, I was in my car, I was fumbling with the wallet, and I forgot to zip the whole thing. And because it's just one big compartment where you have to zip everything, it fits a lot in there, but all my cards fell out, and it fell into the crack between the chair and the console, or the center console of my car. And it took like forever, like about 20 minutes to try to get all the cards out from underneath. So that was so annoying. And I was just like, you know what, I'm going to switch my wallet. I mean, I still love it, but this is probably better because for this one, my cards are actually out here, the credit card, driver's license, and these are the ones that I use the most, obviously, right? So the other cards that I don't use as often, I just store them in here, so there's really no chance of them falling out if I'm grabbing my wallet to pay for gas or something and forget to zip this. So that's totally on me, of course, but it was just so annoying that I thought to change out my wallet entirely. So you've probably seen this before. It's also from Louis Vuitton. This is, I believe, also from the men's collection. I got this many years ago also, and it's held up great. When I first got it, I used it a lot, and then I put it back into storage and, you know, used it occasionally. But I really love this one also because it's so compact. See how thin it is? And it's just, it is longer. It is long, but it's not super long. And I just love that there's a middle zip. There are the card slots. There's technically 4 card slots here, but I separate it out like this so it's not too bulky. And there is an outer compartment here that you could put receipts or, you know, cards, whatever you want. I just keep, you know, less important paper documents, items here. And the majority of my important stuff is here. So because this is expandable like that, you can actually fit quite a lot in here, which I really like. I also do have an air tag in here as well. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you probably can't see it. It's all the way hidden there. I do have an air tag in here, and I think that's so important to keep on your wallet in case you lose it, which God forbid you don't, but you know, you never know. So just to be prepared. So with the air tag in here, it does give it a little bit of bulk, but it's not too bad because of how I oriented and situated my cards. And there I kind of like staggered it a little so it's not like just bulging up on one side. So I think it actually looks okay. These come in a lot of different colors. This one is obviously the silver metallic color, and I really like it. They have like so many pretty colors, but one is enough for me, and I don't know what the price point of these are. I think as everything has been increasing, these probably have been increasing as well. But if you're looking for a slim profile wallet that kind of has this type of functionality, I really, really recommend this. I think if you are on the hunt for some like a luxury brand, this is so, so good. It's so good. I really love it because it's so compact. It fits in the small, I don't have it with me right now, but it fits in the small Lululemon belt bag. That's the 0.75 liter one, I think. Perfect. It's just so nice. Yeah, so this is the wallet I'm using for this week and maybe for a couple weeks. I tend to like to use the wallets for a long time. I try to rotate out my handbag, but it's such a hassle to change out the entire wallet, so I tend to keep the wallets for a little while. So hopefully I'll be using this one for a little bit. But yeah, that's the wallet. This I'm still carrying this. It's my optical eye exam results from Costco, and I just need to get very light pair of sunglasses from here. So I keep that with me. And then I have in here AirPods, which are important. These are just the simple first gen one. I think they're great though, just because they last a very long time on just one charge. And then that's it. So that's it for the main compartment. As you can see immediately, there is a leather tab back here, and it says MZ Wallace, and there is a back pocket, which I do have something in. But what I have in here, it's just like feminine pads, and I have, is it just all feminine pads? Yeah, it's just all feminine pads. So that's it. But it's pretty cute because there are, MZ Wallace I think is known for having a lot of pockets when they make their products. So this zipper here is the back pocket. Normally that's it, you would assume, right? But there are 2 little tiny pockets back here, which I honestly don't really have any use for, so I just keep it empty like that. But if you wanted to fill it, you definitely have that option. So that is it for the bag of the week. When you have nothing in there, it still holds its shape fairly well when you have things in here, you know, because it's so flexible and smushy. It really doesn't, you know, give you a lot of bulk. Even if you like put it on your body like this, it's very, very, very comfortable. So definitely a bit more on the pricier side compared to Lululemon belt bags, but it's a very fancy bag. I think that you could definitely dress this up a little bit, even wear it with a dress, like, you know, not a super fancy dress, but like a semi-casual dress, and it would look really good for like a date night out. So yeah. That's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to answer in the comments below. Otherwise, oh, it is actually going to be Mother's Day tomorrow. So, you know, for all of you moms out there, grandmas, aunts, definitely wish you a happy Mother's Day. Please stay healthy, happy, and safe, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.